let that soak in for a second. Hi, yeah, I was wondering, do you guys make your products for cats? You don't. I think that you should totally make your products for cats. You don't think that's a well, look, there are fat cats out there. Well, I think you could, well, you'd have Slim Fast for humans, and you could have Slim Cats for the, hello? Okay. Hey, what's up, deckheads? How are you? It's Wednesday. I don't even know what day it is. Welcome to Barry on Deck. This is episode number whatever the hell it is. I don't know what's going on today. I'm I'm flustered, okay? Yeah, we started the show that way. We got a lot to get done today, okay? Truth be told. By the way, welcome to Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Blah, blah, blah. Like and subscribe, yada, yada, yada. We've got a lot to cover. Lots of sports. I'm going to warn you now. Lots and lots of sports. We're also going to get to the bottom of the question, does size matter? And I gave you a little preview. So we're going to get to the bottom of that. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of sports. Joining me on the show today in hour number 2 is Tre Tutson. If you missed Trey last time, he was an absolute hoot. You're going to love him. He's an hilarious dude. And he asked me to come back because he wanted to talk sports. He was like, hey, listen, man, we didn't even get to talk sports last time I was on, and I have things to say. I also happen to have a fallout. I was supposed to have comedian Dusty Rose joining me today. She couldn't make it. She's going to be on next week. So Trey actually hit me up the day that she called and let me know she couldn't do it and said, hey, can I do the show? I was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, you can, Trey. So he's here today and we're going to do it. And let's get to the chat shout outs real quick. Donna, I saw your super chat, sweetie. I'm going to do that. So Donna's in. We're going to get to that. I got Franco, Jorge 88, Deckhead, George or Jorge, and Jorge Franco. Look at you. All three in. By the way, Chris Householder, first in today. So you get that. Who else is in? Pamela. What's up, Pamela? She said, I would like a Barry on Deck stemless wine glass. Oh, that's fancy. All I have, Pamela, is a coffee mug. Just one. I had another one, but it broke in shipping. Wallace Wiltz, you were not first, buddy, but thank you for being here nonetheless. Brandon Martinez, Walt Walker, Deacon Jim, welcome back, buddy. Clarence, you're welcome. Richard Vales, Charles Garza, Crystal Collins, not first. Cowboy Fam. Who else is in the chat? Alex Villanueva, Total Dallas. Where else is it? Jaime Moore, G-Man. What's up, G-Man? Alan Denson, welcome, buddy. Yeah, that's a good question. How long will I be here today before I get booted? Let's discuss what happened with YouTube over the last 24 hours, shall we? Matt Murphy, what's up, man? Who else? NASCAR Johnny, what's up, buddy? Jennifer Jones in the building. By the way, I didn't thank Jennifer yesterday for reminding me about White Magic's birthday, but she did that. She's on top of her shit. Jaime Moore is here. So thank you, Jennifer. Matt Murphy, I saw you. Let's see. Who else? Jesus Perez, Terrence Gidry, Prominx put his picture up. Listen, I'm not going to roast you today, buddy, because we're past that. But next time you got, jokes, you can get this smoke. And believe me, you're not going to like it. I've rehearsed it. If you give me time to prepare, it's on. Hey, Brian Lamb, what's up, Stalker Brian? Robert likes beer. Oliver the cat's in the house. Donna, thank you for this super chat, my friend. You are the bestest. Check this out. She said, love the shirt. Yep. What? Got that James Harden beard shirt. Go ahead and say it's pink, hoes. It ain't pink. Man, thank you guys for being here. Lots to get to. I'm a little behind. As you know, hey, Christopher Jones is back. Me and Mr. Jones. What's up? Welcome, Chris. A lot of stuff goes. So today is haircut day. I'm letting the hairline grow out again, so it's not as, but yeah, it's haircut day. And on haircut day, shit gets a little crazy. I get a little behind because there's a lot going on haircut day. But first of all, it's an anniversary of a lot of things, okay? It's the anniversary for Dev Patel. Stick to sports. Thank you, Dev. Thank you for being here. Virginia Buttonweed, what's up, buddy? Hey, congrats, by the way. Can we just do some show updates real quick? Congrats to Virginia Buttonweed. As you know, on the Discord server where we get litty, You get points like XP. You get like it's a video game. You get points. And as you get more points on the Discord server, your XP goes up. And I said, whoever's the most active each month wins a prize. It started in June. June 1, I reset the XP for everybody. And Virginia Buttonweed wasn't even close. It was a runaway victory for Virginia Buttonweed. I was trying to find, here was your final tally. I don't know if you guys can really see that. It's kind of small there. But there's your final tally on the Discord XP server, or the Discord XP. Virginia Buttonweed was first. Chris Reyes was second. Hell, I can't even see who was third. But Jen was fifth. I was 12th. Yeah. And they were like, Barry, how are you not first on your own Discord server? I gotta let you guys win. Plus, I'm doing other shit. But we do that every month. I'm going to give stuff away, so I'm going to ask him. I've got a couple of different prize options for him. I've got gift cards to restaurants. I've got my Kobe bracelet that I got. If you're a big Kobe fan and you happen to win, you can get this Kobe bracelet that was given to me that I'm not going to wear. So I'll give it to somebody if that's your thing, if you like Kobe. Or you can just get a swag bag full of stuff. Some of you may already have it. You may not want that again, so we'll do something else. So congrats to Virginia Buttonweed on winning the Discord server for the month. I reset the XP. You're all back at 0. And if you don't know what the fuck the Discord server is, listen, go sign up for our Patreon for the show, okay? If you go sign up on Patreon, all you gotta do is go to patreon.com/BarryOnDeck. Now, when you sign up, you can pay $2, $5, or $10 a month. That's what you're pledging. And basically what you're saying is, Barry, I like the show. Barry, I like you, and I want to support both. I want to support you, and I want to support Barry on Deck, and I love it. So here's $2 a month, or $5 a month, or $10 a month, your choice. And with each of those, you get certain things. Like in the $2 in the official Deckhead, which is the $2 a month, you get a sticker, you get access to the Discord server, you get a shout out, you get all these cool things, 10% off of merch. And my love and appreciation for supporting the show. And then as you move up, you get everything in that category and the categories below it. So if you're a huge deckhead and you're paying the $10 a month, you get everything you see on the screen. And that includes a picture of Oliver. And look, let's be real. That's the real prize here. So join the Discord or join the Patreon. Even if you just do the $2 a month to have access to the Discord server, because guys, it gets litty on the Discord. We have an absolute blast. Connor Hogan is on there. He said, I'm here to watch you get booted. Yeah, probably going to happen. Okay. Definitely going to happen. Connor Hogan says, so size does matter. Well, we'll find out. Prommings with the super chat. I love you too, buddy. You know that. You guys know I might get my feelings hurt a little, but I don't take it personal. And I know, listen, here's the thing. If you weren't here, then I would know you didn't like me. If you're here, I assume you like me. So please know that I don't take it personal. It might get on my fucking nerves, but I definitely don't take it personal. Chris Householder with the super chat. For Barry, patron saint of the war zone. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. Lots of stuff. I know. We play, if you play Call of Duty, if you play Warzone and you want to get in games, like last night, it was me, it was Chris Householder, it was Chris Davis, and it was Clarence. And, I'm not going to say I'm a hero because I feel like that word gets thrown around a lot. But I'm a hero, okay? Clarence got shot, and he was dying in the war zone. And there's gas that envelops the map. And if you get in the gas for more than like 10 seconds, you die. Well, Clarence is not only shot, but now the gas has enveloped him. He's laying in the gas, wounded and bleeding and dying. And now it's turned into Saving Private Clarence because I, being the man and the hero that I am, rush into the gas. I'm fully able-bodied. I could have ran like earlier when we were playing. Clarence was getting shot at. I just took off running. I was like, fuck this shit. All I got's a pistol. I'm out. But Clarence, I ran into the gas. I saved his goddamn digital life. And then we ran off together and finished 9th. I'm a digital hero, folks. Okay? Deal with it. You're among digital greatness. What can I say? I am a goddamn digital hero. And you're welcome, Clarence. Just know you're welcome. Virginia Buttonweed with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. You're very kind. You're very generous. 61 years. Finally won something. Y'all, Virginia Buttonweed legit is 108 years old. I know. I don't know why the sound isn't working, G-Man. I got to look into that again. It worked for like one day, and then it stopped working. I got to look into that. Thank you for your service. You're welcome, Crystal. I'm a digital hero. What? Yeah, it's not working, Rachel. I know. Oh, fuck. All right, Danny. You know what we're going to do today? I'm going to do the Whitmire's Peach today. I haven't shot this one yet. Let's see if this is a good shooting whiskey. And then on the next one, I'll do the Old Humble. So this is for Danny, and this is for everybody that supports Barry on Deck. We're going to talk about what happened yesterday. Just know I love you guys. Ooh. That's pretty good. No, we're not doing a bunch of shots, Charles Garza. I got a lot of shit to do. Okay, now, I just spilled that everywhere. So, happy Bobby Bonilla Day. It's once a year from now until 2035. He gets 1.1 something million. I'm sure you heard this. If you listen to Sports Talk Radio, everybody thought that they were so cool. And I was going to do a bunch of stuff. And then I was like, man, fuck that. Because literally everybody and their mama is going to spend at least a segment on Bobby Bonilla. I'm not doing that. Y'all know I don't like to do what everybody else does. So happy Bobby Bonilla Day. That's all I'm going to bring up. If you don't know what it is, look it up. I do want to say one more show update. Yard of the Month is done for June. If you didn't send me your pictures by midnight last night, you're not in the running. I have them all. What I'm going to do is once the show is over, I am going to tweet out, that shot. I'm going to tweet out the top three. I'm going to pick the top three. And then I'm going to tweet them out and let the people vote. And then the winner will get a prize. Okay? So that'll be cool. So Yard of the Month is going to happen for June. Now, two anniversaries for me. Today is one sad one and one happy one for me for July 1. The first one is a happy one for me. I married my best friend 16 years ago today. My lovely wife, Nora. We got married in Vegas, and she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. We've been together. In August will be 22 years. We've been married for 16, and I love her to death, and I'm so blessed to have such a wonderful woman in my life. So this is our 16-year wedding anniversary, and I am blessed every year to be able to add another one to it. Thank you, Pamela, and thank you all for the anniversary wishes. Now, what's sad about today is that 7 years ago, my brother from another mother, my foster brother, name is Dante Touche Jackson, passed away. And that was 7 years ago to the day. So it's a bittersweet day for me. Every year for the last 7 years, it's been a happy day and a sad day. And hey, John Wesling's in the chat. He knows Touche. Losing Touche was pretty. I didn't have a brother growing up. For those of you that don't know, this is me and, well, I know him as Dante. Everybody knew him publicly as Touche. But this is me and Dante in high school. This was prom night. And Dante was my foster brother. So we met in high school in like the 10th grade. And then found out that he was like living with like 10 people in a 2-bedroom apartment and sleeping on the floor. And man, it was tough. And he would always spend the night at my house. And my mom was like a mom to him because of certain family issues that he had. And he just ended up becoming, my mom, entered the foster care system and made him her foster son. And he became my foster brother and lived with us for a couple of years. And he was like a brother to me, and it didn't matter that he was black and I was white. None of that. We didn't care about that shit. We got along great. And he had history of heart issues in his family, and he was very young. He was a very healthy dude, and he passed 7 years ago. So very, very bittersweet day, but that's Touche and me. And then, of course, I have this one as well. That is the lovely wife and I. That's when I was a lot skinnier, and she's still just as pretty. So, bittersweet day. Now, one other thing. What was it? No, that was it. I think that's all the show updates. Let's get to some sports because we got some sports to get to. first things first on the sports list. I don't know if you saw this or not, but Austin Rivers was out. Oh, nope. I'm not going to miss it, G-Man. I promise you, I'm not going to miss it. I saw his super chat, but he said, G-Man says, wedding shot to your anniversary. Oh, son of a bitch. How can I not shoot for my anniversary? All right, G-Man, this is it. I said two a day. I got to limit the shots to 2 a day. You guys, and we're going to do the Old Humble today, all right? So we got the Whitmeyers and the Old Humble. I'm going to shoot this. Let's see how this goes. Wow. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Oi! Hold on. Hold the damn line a second. Miss Rocha. Erica, you are the sweetest. First of all, thank you for the super chat. You are too sweet. But she said, happy anniversary to you and Nora. You guys, this chick right here is, she's the MVP in the Titan Hugo house. I'm going to tell you that right now. She keeps that man in line. She is an absolute sweetheart. Here's what I realized. Like, I've met Walt's significant other. I've met Titan Hugo's significant other. I don't know if they're girlfriends or wives. I don't want to confuse it, so I just say significant other. I've met NASCAR Johnny's significant other. I've met John Wesling's significant other. I've met a lot of deckheads' significant others, and I will tell you that to a person, none of you deserve your significant others. You all outkicked your coverage, and you are nowhere near as good of people as your wives and girlfriends are. Not even close. Titan Hugo, compared to Miss Rocha, not even a contest. She's a saint. He's an idiot. It's not even close. I'm telling you. Not even close. Yeah, I do. John, I'm getting a bit alcoholic-y with the shots of whiskey. Fuck it. Let's do it. Jennifer Jones, thank you for the super chat, sweetie. She said, I sent you a message earlier. There is a birthday today. Oh, shit. Did you send it on the Discords? I don't see it. Uh-oh. Thank you, Jennifer. You are so great. I think it's on Patreon, right? Is that where it is? I don't want to miss a birthday. Oh, I see it. Man, I got to get better at this. Hey, there it is. See, Jennifer, boy, I tell you what. Talking about keeping shit straight. Travis McNichols, happy birthday, buddy. Don't thank me. Thank Jen for putting this together and keeping me in line. If it weren't for the women in my life, I would be a mess. Thank you, Jennifer. Happy birthday, Travis. Happy July 1 birthday. It's Cowboy Trav is who it is. So, Cowboy Trav, happy birthday, buddy. You're the best, Jen. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, Westling. Okay. You guys, I'm ignoring the chat today. What did Patrick Randall say? Everybody's laughing at Patrick. Patrick's a funny dude. What are the odds that if our wives had Twitter, we'd still have anniversaries to celebrate? Wrong show. I'll hang up and listen. Oh, that's good times. You actually met my wife as well at the listener party last year. Oh, I did, Wallace? Oh, well, I'm sure she's a lot better person than you are. Let's be real. Just fucking with you. Yeah, happy birthday, Cowboy Trav. I'm sorry I missed it at the first time. That's on me. I got to be a better show host for sure. Okay, let's get to some sports, you guys. Let's do this, shall we? Austin Rivers was asked about this season, and he was asked about should there be an asterisk on the champion? Should they be looked at differently because of the shortened season? And he had a really interesting answer. He told Taylor Rooks of Bleacher Report, he said, I think whoever wins should have an asterisk next to it. But only for it being one of the toughest championships ever won. You're asking guys to take 3 to 4 months off, then come back and find chemistry, etc., then playing during a pandemic while players are fighting for the Black Lives Matter movement. Which I thought was a really interesting point about that. He also went on to add to that, he said, there's a lot going on right now, crazy times, and a lot of worry. And during these times, players are leaving their families to go live in a lockdown bubble. So for all these reasons and more, I think it'll be one of the more tougher championships ever won. Only season ever like this, ever. And he's got some really good and interesting points here. It's a tumultuous time. It's a difficult time. There's a lot going on. People are worried about their health. They're worried about social injustice. They're worried about chemistry on their team. All the points that he made are good. The only thing that I could say is that getting a really big, long break in the middle of the season allows guys to get healthy that maybe wouldn't have been able to continue into the playoffs. That's the only thing. So if a team, let's just throw this out. Let's just say, for example, just as an example, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but let's just say, for an example, KD were to come back right now. Came back right now. Season starts up. He starts playing. The Nets win the championship this season. Is there an asterisk? Yeah, because it's July 1. KD wouldn't have been playing in the playoffs or in the championship. Now, if it's a team that didn't have any, significant injuries that wins it anyways, okay. But there's going to be a lot of people that get some players back. Portland, one of them. And Nurkic, they're going to get him back. That's a big deal. So I think that, I think you're looking, that's the only thing. If it's a team that had significant injuries, otherwise, as far as the asterisk goes, they're all playing under the same conditions. They're all playing under the same rules. They're all playing under the same circumstances. And at the end of the day, outside of being a little bit healthier, you still have to play tough players and tough teams. So I'm not giving it an asterisk. I think if it was a strike shortened season, or if you just awarded the team with the best record the championship, that's an asterisk in my book. That would be something where you're like, yeah, but you didn't play it out. You didn't have to play in the playoffs. You didn't have to play, if you gave Milwaukee the championship this year, you didn't have to play the Lakers or the Clippers or anybody else for that matter. That's an asterisk. Otherwise, if you're going to play everybody that's at least, 6 games out of the 8 seed, no asterisk. Not in that way. Brian Lamb with the super chat. Thank you, buddy. He said, I'm in the market for a significant other if there's a nice young lady deckhead out there. Aw. Do I need to start like a deckhead dating meetup thing? Because I'll do it. We're already talking about a hot wing eating contest with Kobo's Q. We could do a dating thing. In fact, one of my comedian buddies does a lot with singles. We could make that happen. Yeah, well, that happens. Sorry about that. Okay. What is this? Brian Lamside is $49 on that super chat. So you know that I'm doing pretty well. Yo, Brian's funny as shit. I'm telling you. Funny as shit. All right. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. Plenty of deck. Wow. Now, here's what we talked about. No, it won't be hot wings at tight ends. We talked about doing a hot wing eating contest with Kobo's Q, where he's going to make the wings and they're going to be super hot, and you got to try to eat them, as many as you can. Last man or woman standing wins. But then I was like, look, if we're going to do this at Kobo's Q or wherever we do it, we've got to have good internet. Because what I would do is I would do the first hour of the show live. We'd all be there. I'd do the show live. And then the second hour, we would broadcast the wing eating contest live. And then that would be the second hour of the show and talk to you guys. And it would be a lot of fun. Got to have a good internet connection, though. And then somebody suggested, well, just do it at your house, Barry. So what I said is, if Nora says it's okay, we'll do the wing eating contest at my house. After the lockdown is over, once we're through the pandemic, I am not doing this just to get out in the middle of the pandemic and get a bunch of deckheads COVID and die. Not happening. But once we're through all this, if Nora says yes, then we'll do the wing eating contest at my house. And if anybody parks in my grass, I'm punching y'all in the fucking throat, just so you know. Rachel said there's only like 4 of us females, so no. That's it. Nope, Sergio, not doing it on the lawn. I swear to God, anybody walks on the grass, I'll get one of my guns out and shoot at you. I won't shoot you, I'll shoot at you. Watch YouTube take this down. Fucking idiots. Let's talk about that for a second. Yesterday, show got pulled. Still no answer why. So, in the middle of the show, it goes down. Now, last time I got an email that says it was flagged. We looked at it. We pulled it. I appealed. They put the show back up and said, yeah, our bad. It wasn't bad. This time around, same thing. I get an email. The show was flagged. After review, we deemed it to violate our community guidelines and pulled it. And I was like, okay. Well, so what happened? So I appealed. And then at I don't know what time it was. Maybe 10 o'clock last night, they approved it. They were like, yep, sorry, our bad. You won the appeal. So they put the video back. And then, so I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe it's just somebody fucking with me. But then at 12:40, the same video that I appealed, that got pulled down initially yesterday, hour number 1 of the show, got put back and then taken down again. And I got another email that says this video has been flagged and violates the community standards. So now I'm thinking maybe it's not somebody being an asshole. Maybe it's just their algorithm or whatever sees a video it doesn't like and yanks it. So if that's the case, there's things I might be able to do. If it's just a jerk, there's nothing I can do about that. But I can't get anybody at YouTube to tell me why. So I wake up this morning to the fact that the video had been pulled down again. I appeal, it's back up. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Nobody will tell me. So who really knows? I did not watch all of, by the way, happy birthday again, Cowboy Trav. I did not watch all of America's Got Talent. I did watch my friend, which I need to get her on the show. But Crystal Powell was on the show last night for America's Got Talent, and she's awesome. She's the one that I worked in Portland at Harvey's with. Sorry, my nose is itching again. Y'all are talking shit about me or something. But I worked with Crystal in Portland. She's a dear friend of mine. Trey actually knows her real well, too. But she did really well last night on America's Got Talent. But I didn't see Michael Yo's set. But I did see Crystal. So maybe I'll ask Crystal to come on and talk about AGT. That'll be cool. So, yep, that's Matt. That's what I'm thinking too, bro. Sounds like an issue with their automated copyright system. But my thing is just normally what happens when the videos get a copyright issue is after the show is live, I wrap up 4 o'clock, it gets posted. They scan the show and go, oh, this video is copyrighted. You can't use it. You can either remove it or you just can't run ads, or the ad money will go to the copyright owner. And so I have the choice. I can just run the video as is or remove the video that I used. And so I just usually just take the video out. It ain't that important. But when it's weird when it happens like that, that's a whole other level, taking the whole show down. So Robert Likes Beer wants me to get to Robert Likes Beer really needs some penis right now. He really needs penis convo. He really needs penis convo. Matt, yeah, I don't know what to do about it. Matt, all I wish is that somebody at YouTube would just fucking talk to me. Just have a conversation with me about it. That's all I want. Donna said nose itch means you're going to have a visitor. Uh-oh. Well, Nora's going to get tested today. Hopefully it's not COVID. She's still sick. Hopefully it's not COVID. Let's get to the rest of this sports real quick. Did y'all see where Brady had a little funny ha-ha? So Julian Edelman tweeted out about having Cam Newton. He said, Newton, Massachusetts, let's work. To which Tom Brady replied, I will always be your number one. Pretty funny, all right? I mean, it was humorous. As far as jokes go, okay, whatever. But what really got me is I think Tom is kind of cutting loose ever since he left New England. I feel like he's more outgoing. I feel like he's funnier. He's having more fun in life. Speaks volumes for what was going on in New England, I think. If Tom Brady can be more fun and likable, legitimately Tom Brady is likable right now. Can we all agree on that? Tom Brady is likable. What does that say about where he was? If you ask me, I think it says a lot. If you ask me, I think you need to go to NFLDraftLounge.com. What? Who's smooth? Who's transitioned? Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. I was like, what's going on in the Discord? Guys, Stalker Brian is in the chat. Do him a favor, do me a favor. And by the way, can I just stop this read for 1 second and congratulate him? Congratulations to Brian Lamb and Stalker Brian. He said in May, they had their best month ever on NFLDraftLounge.com. And then in June, doubled it. So congrats to Brian Lamb. And if you are one of the deckheads that goes to NFLDraftLounge.com to get your NFL Draft Lounge or your NFL Draft information, Thank you, and congrats to you as well, because you're smarter for it. NFL Draft Lounge is your source for everything NFL draft related. The website has scouting reports and mock drafts and news, complete analysis of past drafts, as well as upcoming drafts. It's part of the Infinity Sports Network, so they provide NFL draft content for all of the sports blogs on the ISN network. They've got a podcast that you can check out as well, which is really good, that Brian does. You should go check it out if you haven't already. Go be a part of this movement, because it's growing, and pretty soon you can say, yeah, I was on the ground floor when NFL Draft Lounge was on the come up. I was there and I helped it. Y'all go visit them right now. NFLDraftLounge.com. NFLDraftLounge.com. And while you're online, do me a favor. Head over to GooseWorksArt.com and support my guy Gustavo. If you have an OG Deckhead shirt, you know how good his work is. You know the quality of screen printing that Gooseworks Screen Printing Studio does. And if you have shirts or masks or whatever it is, bags that you need to get printed, and you've got a large group, a staff, maybe a team that you need to get shirts for, call Gustavo, 281-685-4076. He's going to take care of you. Not only does he do great work, but he's great to work with. You can see what he does at Gooseworks on Instagram. Go look first. And he's got some really dope shirts you can buy as well. You've seen me wear that Nintendo 64 looking shirt with the H or the Enron H. He's got a ton of cool merchandise you can buy. But if you have large orders and you need to get them printed, get online, gooseworksart.com, and go to Gooseworks Screen Printing Studios. He printed for Bun B. He's printed for me. He's printed for a multitude of large companies and school districts throughout the city of Houston. And he's a deckhead. Why not support him? All right, on to more sports, because I promise you, Robert, we're going to talk penis. Just for you, buddy. Just for you, we're going to talk penis, okay? Andy Huggins in the building. Hey, guys, Andy said he'd do the show next week. Yay! Okay. This MLB thing, and boy, the MLB seems to be in the news every single day, but that's because it's July. It's baseball month, you guys. Yeah, this means baseball starting soon, and according to Brian Cashman, teams will not be able to disclose if players have been placed on the COVID-19 IL. Yes, baseball's going to have an injury list just for COVID-19, but they will not be able to tell you who's on the list. Okay, Total Dallas has me on speakerphone in the grocery store. Attention, what store are you at, Total Dallas? Put it in the chat. I need to know what store you're at. And I will make an announcement, much like I did for Nick when he was at the store. Let me know what store you're at there, buddy. All right, while we're doing that, but they said it would be left up to the media and fans to guess what players aren't available. Look, it's not going to be all that damn difficult. If a player goes on the IL and you don't see them, guess what? They got COVID. Which is weird. So they say because of HIPAA, you can't disclose medical information about somebody, right? Like if they have a medical condition, without their permission, you can't say what it is. But the strange thing is if somebody goes down with a hip flexor or a bad knee or whatever it is, we find out about it. Excuse me. So we know what injuries they are. Those are medical conditions. I don't understand why we would draw the line at COVID-19. Although I think some people would be embarrassed to say they have COVID-19. There's no reason. That'd be like being embarrassed to say you got any kind of sickness. It's not your fuzzy. You didn't go out and let me go suck this COVID-19 lollipop. I mean, it just happened. So I don't know why they would be embarrassed. I guess some people would. But they're not going to disclose it. So all you got to do, you don't need to be a damn detective to figure it out. Look at the IL. A player gets placed on IL or he's not playing. You look at the regular IL, and if you don't see him on there, guess what? Probably has COVID. I imagine a lot of them will come out and tell us about it. But, hey, so Total Dallas. Attention, everyone in this Chevron. The guy holding this phone has herpes. Run. A mask won't save you. Okay. So, I don't know if you saw this or not, but Fox 8, there was a fake tweet that got sent out last night from an account that has since been banned or suspended on Twitter. But they basically said, the tweet said, just in, the New York Jets have signed free agent quarterback Colin Kaepernick to a 1-year, $9 million contract. This is what they said, the tweet. And then they quoted Adam Schefter and said, Adam Schefter reports. So this is a fake Sports Center. It said Sports Center. It didn't have the check mark. But then when you looked at the it was like, it was something weird, right? So Fox 8 in North Carolina, I don't know why I went Southern accent on that. North Carolina, they took it and they ran with it. And they purported it as news or reported it, whatever. We don't use big words in the South. So the Fox 8 in North Carolina says, the Cap has been signed to the Jets. And then they find out that it was, there it is. Super tough scene, falsely reported it. So then they had to print a retraction. They had to look, this is literally from the article on Fox 8's website where they're like, a Twitter account named Sports Center said that Kaepernick was signed to the Jets. The tweet was falsely attributed to ESPN senior insider Adam Schefter, including the handle. Schefter has not tweeted anything. There's no official reports on Sports Center. Fox 8 reported the false information in error, and we apologize for that. Boy, anybody can get got nowadays. I guess folks just don't check for the check mark. I've been guilty of that. I've been on the radio and been like, oh shit, this says right here, yada, yada, yada. Oh, wait a minute. That's not an official account. That's my bad. It's a lot easier to correct though, on the fly. Rachel likes my Southern accent. It's sexy, isn't it, Rachel? Huh? Well, no. Doesn't hear, young lady. Okay. Now I'm trying too hard. You guys, yeah. No, it's not Foghorn Leghorn, Johnny. It's not Foghorn. It's a Southern aristocrat. Okay? I don't know who it is. It's actually the voice I used to do when I would tease Mike Liebeshock, when I called him the general or the corporal or whatever. Or no, it was Tyler Lee Scott on game day. I don't know why his name's not Lee, but he sounds like he was a colonel in the war. Tyler Lee Scott. That's the name I gave him. Hip Hop Hercules said Billy D was right. Apparently, yeah, Billy D was right. Breaking news. The New York Yankees found guilty of Bofa. It's not the professor from The Waterboy, but I guess it could be. It's not a hard accent to do. It's not like I'm breaking any ground here. It's just when I think of a fine Southern gentleman, this is the voice that pops into my head that comes out of my mouth. Okay, I do declare after everything is what I would say, Jorge. I was a colonel in the Chicken Wars. We already established I'm a hero. God damn it! Don't take it away from me. Okay, guys. Do I want to do this right now? What is it? It's 2:40. Yes. Let's talk about penis. Now's not the time to do a sponsor read. Does size matter? I want right now, if you're a dude in the chat, I want you to shut the fuck up for a second. I don't want any more chatting from the dudes. I only want to hear from the ladies. Donna, Crystal, Jen, Pamela, Angela, Renee, I love you. You're from around the way. No, all the females. And I know I missed some. Rach, you too. Where else? Who else is in there? Prominx, you act like a girl. You can do it. No. See, that's what, don't, man, don't. Look, only the ladies. Crystal, all the ladies. Virginia Buttonweed, stop it. Please, seriously. Don't. Bro, you already post too much in the Discord. Chill in the chat for a second. Just the ladies. Does size matter? That's all. No guys, shut the fuck up, man. Stop chatting for a second. I just want to hear from the ladies. You guys shut the fuck up for a second. Does size matter, ladies? That's the only people I want chatting right now. Oh, Crystal said yes. That's one yes. Wow. Not looking. Jennifer says yes. Not looking good for the small penis men in the chat. That's for sure. Oh my God. Robert likes beer. Of course you had to send a chat. You couldn't follow fucking instructions. Donna says it depends. Does it depend on like how it curves or how they use it? Are you a motion in the ocean person, Donna? Okay. So we've got 2 yeses and a maybe. Crystal, we get it. We get it. You said it. We get it. Yeah, the chat's a little behind too. So, oh my God. Okay, let's just get to the... You guys have to literally ruin everything. Okay, this is a report done by some app or whatever. It's on the size of the penis. So, Pamela says it does, but you need to know how to move. Thank you, Pamela. That's good insight. That's the information I was looking for. Not a bunch of dumbasses that can't follow directions and won't shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. So here's what these people did. They surveyed like 4,000 plus women and said, did you reach orgasm via penetration? And if so, how big was the penis? And these are the percentages. And it looks like size matters up to a certain point. So basically what this chart is saying, if you have a 1-inch penis, you can make a woman orgasm about 13% of the time. If you have a 2-inch penis, that goes up to 22. If you have a 3-inch penis, it goes up to 26. And then a 4-inch penis is 30. A 5-inch penis is 31, 34, 38, and it goes up. The sweet spot. What? Who's the sweet spot? An 8-inch penis is apparently the perfect size penis to make a woman orgasm on penetration. 44% of the time with an 8-inch penis, those penises made women orgasm just on penetration. So basically, if you look at this, guys, there's hope for all of us, all you 4-inchers. A 4-inch penis is basically the same as a 30-inch penis, is what I read from this. That's my takeaway, is that if you have a 4-inch penis, it's like you have an 11-inch penis. I mean, the numbers are right there, guys. Look at it. 30%, 30%, 4 and 11. What's the difference? None. Just none. Just the same. 4 and 11 is the same. So there you go. That was a survey, not my numbers. But I think they say the average size penis is 5%, is a 5-incher is average. So if you're an average man, then 5%, you're going to make your woman orgasm 1 out of every 3 times you have sex. You know, if that's baseball, you're a Hall of Famer. Right, ladies? I'm going to go tell my wife, babe, guess who's making the Sex Hall of Fame? Yeah, you can make fun of that 4-incher all you want. 30%. You don't need to go get you a man with an 11-inch penis. I got what you need right here. Yeah, that's a fact. So there it is. There's your numbers. Find out where you land on the chart. This is it. This is apparently the de facto. This is it. Brian, this isn't something you want to put out there, buddy. You're trying to get a woman. Don't be hashtagging 4-inch club and you don't have a woman yet, bro. Save that. Let them find out. No, that's not the new Mendoza line, Josh. The Mendoza line is 200. That's 1.5 inches, which, by the way, they say anything smaller than 1.5 inches is called a micro penis. This is a fact. This is going to be so weird doing the reads after this. I'm going to have to pause for a second. But apparently 1.5 inches penis is not considered a micro penis, but a 1-inch penis is considered a micro penis. So that means there's a guy with a penis that's 1.5 inches long. And he's making fun of a guy with 1-inch long penis because his penis is a micro penis. Could you not say look, dude, you have a micro penis. The other guy's like, yours is 1.5 inches. He's like, yeah, which they consider regulation. Yours is a micro penis. I'm sorry. Could you, so weird. Barry sounds like a 6th grader that's been reading a health textbook. I'm sorry. I was taught sex at an early age and I'm mature about it. So I'm sorry that I can be mature about penis talk and you guys can't. You're like a bunch of goddamn children. Me, totally mature. Ladies, you don't need an 11-inch penis. Find you a man with a 4-inch penis. You'll be just as happy. Okay, you're welcome, guys. All right, one more time. I'm going to cleanse the palate here. Let's cleanse the palate. Hey, happy birthday, Cowboy Trav. Huh? What? Who's the... I'm just killing time in between reads here. Hey, can we talk about my guys over at beerchronicle.com real quick? If you're a friend of the show and you're a beer connoisseur, then you know beerchronicle.com is your authority on everything Houston beer related. They have the largest online collection of original content dedicated solely to covering Houston's beer culture. They have photographed and done graphic design for half of Houston's breweries, including Hometown Heroes, Eighth Wonder, over there in East Downtown. They've got hundreds of articles, comprehensive brewery maps, lists, anything and everything you need to be educated, not just on beer, but on beer culture here in Houston. It's a diverse team of mostly Houstonians, and they're paving the way. Now, this is you can tell this is corporate speak, but it's true. It's a fact. They're paving the way to enabling category growth in the Houston beer scene. It's 100% true. All you got to do is go check it out. Go to beerchronicle.com. It's the biggest, loudest, okayest, most Houstonist beer site on the interwebs. They're veteran-owned, culturally diverse. Check them out today. Beerchronicle.com is the way to go. And listen, if you're hungry, do yourself a favor. If you're hungry, go eat at Crab Kings tonight. Get it to go. Get it to go. Get out to Crab Kings. Get it to go. If you want some of the best seafood in Houston, you don't need to go any further. Crab Kings is the place. I love it. I recommend the fried fish and the shrimp combo, but they've got tons of stuff for you. They've got, if you like snow crab, snow crab and shrimp platter. They've got it's got sides of potatoes, sausage, and eggs all together. Florida style seafood. They've got beer on the way. If you need a lot of food, maybe just you eat a lot or you got a family of 4, get the loaded platter. That'll feed up to 3 to 4 people. Crawfish until it's out of season. 3 locations to serve you guys around Houston, off of Antoine Drive at 6600 Antoine, over in Stafford off of Avenue F, and in Deer Park off of Center Street. Go check them out online. It's the Crab Kings on Instagram and Facebook. For the best seafood, make it Crab Kings. All right, are you guys ready for... You know.
And now it's time for a film session.
Let's hope we don't get kicked off. Hey, real quick, Patrick Reynolds. Thank you for this super chat. I know this one is painful to send, but I appreciate the honesty. If you guys have ever seen me live, I'll tell you my story about getting an ultrasound on my balls. But Patrick Randall had a similar experience. Apparently, the cute x-ray girl at the chiropractor yesterday was very flirty until she saw the results. All following dialogue was gone after that. She could literally see my dingus. It happens. And Crystal just wants to be very clear. Thank you for the super chat, sweetie. Just in case you forgot. Yes, size matters. Good thing I'm married. That's all I'm going to say. Good thing I'm married. One more. Oh, white magic. What is this? Crystal, check your DMs. You guys are awesome, man. And horrible all at the same time. Gregory Vega Jr., thank you for the super chat, buddy. You're always so generous. I feel like Barry's mad at us today. No. I was mad at y'all yesterday. You guys were being fucking rude yesterday. Today, not so much. We're having a good time. We're having a fun time. All right, let's do this film session. So I've got a couple for you. The first one was really funny. A couple of people sent this to me, and it's the new Put It in Reverse, Terry. So you got to listen, though. Let me turn up the movie here. I need you to turn your sound way up and just listen to what happens for these four-wheelers. Are you ready? Here you go.
Hey, June Bug, help me get it out of there, June Bug. She don't know she going with it. Yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, that's how you get it out of there right there. Y'all all right with me. Hey, hold up, Pee-wee. Get it out of there, Pee-wee. Oh, slow down, Pee-wee. Oh, he dead. Hey, somebody call 911. Oh, Lord, need the ambulance.
Oh, my God. There's so much to break down here, Pee-wee. Pee-wee, what the fuck did you do? 911. Somebody call 911. And it got, not 911. Somebody call 911. Holy shit. Oh my God. So much to break down here.
Come on, help me get it out of there.
Now we know for a fact that he's hanging out with a Junebug already, which is already OG as fuck. If you hang out with somebody named Junebug, that's OG as shit. Junebug is a 70s nickname. Nobody, 70s, early 80s, nobody in the 90s was nicknamed Junebug, okay? So Junebug is helping this sweet young lady. She got stuck in the mud, and Junebug knows exactly how to solve this. You just put some weight on the tires.
You don't know what you're doing with it.
Get it, gun it, wait, boom, lean it back.
That's how you get it out.
See, even the commentator goes, yeah, that's how you get it out. He knows. Him and Junebug know how to do this shit.
Right there.
Y'all all right, see? He knows. You're good. Good job, Junebug. You know what's up. Here comes Pee-wee.
Hey, hold up, Pee-wee, get it.
Now, look, he knew Pee-wee's on some shit. He knew right away Pee-wee's on some fuck shit because he told him hold up before he even hit the mud. Did you notice that? Look, even before Pee-wee got in the mud, he said, hey, Pee-wee, hold up, because he knows Pee-wee's always on some fuck shit. Watch.
All right with me. Hey, hold up, Pee-wee, get it out.
He said, hold up, Pee-wee, and then he says, get it out. Pee-wee has no problem getting out of the mud. No problem whatsoever. Pee-wee has a problem stopping, but Pee-wee has no problem getting out of the mud.
Pee-wee, slow down, Pee-wee.
Slow down, Pee-wee is the new put it in reverse, Terry. I mean, god damn.
Pee-wee, slow down, Pee-wee.
Pee-wee's on two wheels from the mud. And this is, look, the commentator knows Pee-wee's about to fuck some shit up. Pee-wee's about to cause some serious damage. So Pee-wee, now look, there's a guy or a gal, I don't know, in white, standing directly in line where Pee-wee is. Where Pee-wee is headed. So that's not good. So then Pee-wee hits a four-wheeler, ricochets off. Now right here is where Pee-wee, it looks like Pee-wee jumped almost, where he was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm not dying on this four-wheeler. But I don't know if he jumped or he just got thrown. But holy shit, he flew a long way.
Slow down, Pee-wee. Oh, he dead. Hey, somebody call 911. Oh, he dead.
Oh, he did. Oh my God. That's got to be the new super chat. Oh, he did. He didn't even give Pee-wee a chance. He just said, fuck it. Pee-wee's dead. Oh my God. Oh, he dead. Like, oh, that's so funny.
Hold up, Pee-wee. Get it out of there, Pee-wee. Slow down, Pee-wee. Oh, he dead. Hey, somebody call 911.
Pee-wee hadn't even landed yet, and he already pronounced him. He called it. Time of death, 2 seconds in the air. He wasn't even he didn't even land yet. Watch. He literally says he's dead while he's flying in the air.
Pee-wee, slow down, Pee-wee. Oh, he dead. Hey, somebody call 911. Oh, Lord, need an ambulance.
Oh, he did. Somebody call 911. We need an ambulance. Oh my God. That shit. I don't think we have found a video yet that can top sitting on the corner doing dope. But I don't know if I've laughed. I was more excited about the remix of Sitting on the Corner Doing Dope. But I don't know if I've laughed that hard at a video during film session like Pee-wee. I believe I can fly. I saw you, Clarence. I believe I can touch a four-wheeler. Man, that shit was so funny. Yo, he didn't even let that dude land. Oh, he did. No, slow down, Pee-wee. Oh, he did. Somebody call 911. We need an ambulance. Oh my God, that's the best shit ever. We didn't even get to the second one, but you know what? We got to get to a break. Gosh, that hour went quickly. That was a fun hour. Well, now we all know most of us, our penises are too small to satisfy women, and Pee-wee died. Okay. All right, guys, that is hour number 1 of Barry on Deck. Joining me for hour number 2, coming up next, Trey Tuckson. If you were here a couple of weeks ago for his episode, you know how hilarious this dude is. He wants to get serious and talk sports. We're going to see how this goes. I have no doubt it's going to be entertaining and fun. Stick around. I do have a special break today, obviously. So I scoured the internet and found an old stand-up set of Dante Touche Jackson. Rest in peace, Dante. I don't know why I did that. I'm not even Catholic. But here's a set from my foster brother who passed away today, 7 years ago. And you get to watch that during the break. And then when I come back, we'll have Tre Tutson. So guys, don't go anywhere. We are back in 6 minutes. Barry on Deck. Don't go anywhere.
I was hanging out in Pasadena today trying to get some fresh air. And y'all got a chemical plant on every corner. What's up on that? Like a big giant meth lab, you know? I'm driving down there, my tooth's all getting loose. Like, what the hell? I'm starting getting the phone, like, what the hell's going on here? I start turning to that character like the hills have eyes. Kill the baby. Kill them all. What the hell? Get out of here. Out of breath of freedom, man. Cops out there bad out there, man. The cops are bad. I was driving down speeding on the freeway and the cops had somebody else pulled over. I was happy as hell. You ever been like that? You know, I pulled over like, thank the Lord I got your FID. Shit. My tags, I ain't got no insurance, please. This woman yelling in the back, shut up back there. They gave a cop a thumbs up, you see that? We got black president, but nothing, they don't exempt nothing. You ever get on the freeway and you're going over the freeway and the cop got their radar gun, just waiting on you, you see him like, oh, he got me, Lord, oh God, just don't breathe, don't fall me, go back on. Don't blink, don't blink, don't blink, he can hear your blink. He'll blink. Then you realize you're on the bus. I mean, smoke weed, dog. I hate when the cops get behind me, you know, when they like tailgate me for like 5 miles. You ever like that? They tailgate you and stuff. You're like, what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do? You gonna put me on what? What you gonna do? What's the choice in life? Why you follow me in the first place? Then he put his lights on, like, oh my God, I just boo-booed on myself. And then he turn around, he go around you like this. And this is a security guard, that's some bullshit, man. Got my blood pressure all up. I hate that, man. Cops make me nervous, man. Make me nervous. That's why I like line dancing. Yeah, I know where line dancing came from, right? Suspects. Think about it. 2 steps to the right, 1 step to the left. Now turn. Okay, everybody leave. Black man, you need a lawyer. But the suspect was Asian, baby. You'll do. Funniest thing I've seen recently, man, I've seen 2 black cops on motorcycles. And the first thing that came to my mind was chocolate chips. I don't care, that's some funny shit there. That gets my ass. And the music in my head was like, pull your black ass over. You're going to jail, bitch. You're going to jail. Tase him, tase him. I'm sorry, I had a little flashback. I apologize. I need therapy. Like I said, I was hanging out in Pasadena, man. I was trying to find a black barbershop out there. There's no black people in Pasadena, man. And what do you do when you can't find something? You go Google it, right? You go Google it. I went to Google a black barbershop in Pasadena, Texas, and PetSmart popped up. That's some bullshit there. But I went anyway. Shit, man, they did my hair, they cut my nails, they even walked me. That's the only barbershop you can sit on the floor when they clean it up for you. $25, man, you can't beat a deal like that. Give me a fade, dog, right here. Going back next week. I like coffee, man. You can tell I'm really hyper. I love coffee, but sometimes coffee can be a little bit expensive. I was like in Amsterdam not too long ago on business. I was. And I went to the lady, I said, ma'am, I'd like to have a cup of coffee. She said, that'll be $16. I'm like, woman, for $16, do I get any sexual activity with that? She said, sir, you do. Then she grabbed my balls and dipped them in the coffee. And said, welcome to Dunkin' Your Nuts. And I came a latte. It's nasty.
show. This is Barry on deck, hour number 2. I don't know how this is going to go because we had to call audible at the last second because Trey doesn't like to play nice and get his technology shit in order. So I'm going to move all this out of the way. I'm trying. Huh? Skype is not against you. Let me pull up the window here. Okay. Can you guys hear Trey? Trey, give me a mic check. I want to make sure the people can hear you.
Mic check.
You guys let me know if you heard Trey say mic check. Would you real quick in the chatters? Please.
Mic check. Happy Negro League Day.
No,
that was.
Wow. Nope, you're not.
Did we just have that?
No, you're not. Bro, you're not.
Did they have like a.
I'm not about to go into an hour-long discussion using a word I'm not even allowed to say.
Okay, didn't they have the 100 years? I saw something. I saw Obama Instagram it.
What did he Instagram?
Something about the Negro Leagues. 100 years. He mentioned Satchel Paige. That's the only time they mentioned Satchel Paige.
You know, this is not gonna.
I've never heard them mention Satchel Paige outside of the Negro Leagues. They never said like he drove a Lincoln. They don't have any more Satchel Paige facts other than the Negro Leagues. We at least know Barry Bonds did steroids and was in Rookie of the Year. You know what I mean? Like, we at least know about his cameos.
Man, I really don't want to do this. Why are you suckering me into this, Trey?
I'm not.
This is a setup. Trey, let me tell y'all what happened, okay? There was a fallout. Trey messages me, hey, man, we didn't get to talk sports the last time I was on. I really want to talk sports with you. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's talk sports, Trey. Right out the chute. So,
Do you mind?
Fuck
what? Do you mind?
You got a book on pimps? You got a
Monte
cigar?
Cristo.
What on earth? Real quick, hold on. Let me take care of some business, Trey.
Can I like my Monte Cristo?
Like a Monte Cristo or Cristo?
Cristo.
Say Crisco, bro.
I'm very hungry, so I'm thinking about Greece right now. I apologize.
Can I like this Monte Crisco? That thing is bigger than you. I want to see you like this. Do you know how to smoke this? Do you even know what you're doing? Do you?
Anyway, Barry.
What's up, Trey Cosby? Okay, real quick. Well,
you don't want to know what's in this cardigan.
Thank you to Josh Fernandez for the super chat. That was very kind of you, my friend. Seriously, very kind of you. But he said, here's the great memories you have of the people you live and to the ones you're yet to make. Thank you, buddy. That means a lot, dude. It was an emotional break, Trey. You missed it. I ran a set.
Buddy?
I ran a set from. You weren't around. You never met Touche Jackson.
No, I never met Touche Jackson.
I'm sure you heard of him in the Houston scene. He was pretty well known, but he was my foster brother. We lived together for several years in high school, and I ran a clip of his for 6 minutes during the break. I never got to perform with him. In fact, we had lost touch with each other for like 5 years or more. Mm-hmm. And then we actually connected again in the Houston Comics page. So believe it or not, something good actually came from that raggedy ass Facebook page.
Yeah.
But we found each other. We ended up at an open mic. I got to see him perform a set. He got to see me perform a set. We hadn't seen each other in years, hugged each other, said, we loved each other. He said, let's get together and write. We'll go on a tour. And then he died a week later. And it was like,
wow.
But
it was such bad luck.
No, but you know what? I actually just call me bad luck.
I'm sorry. It just the fuck, man. This guy's doing great. He got his set together. He meets you. He's like, shit, I'm feeling weak. I don't know if I'm gonna make it.
Did you just say I was bad? I killed my foster brother.
He lived longer away from you. I'm sorry. God damn it. I apologize.
You are such an asshole.
You probably didn't want to hear that.
This interview is over. Fuck. That's hilarious. But you know what's crazy is that it does suck, but I feel like it was the universe's way of giving us one last opportunity. And I'm not trying to get all cheesy, but it was very it was cool that after so many years of not seeing him, not talking to him, because I think he was bipolar. We didn't really know. Back in the day, back in the 90s, black people didn't get diagnosed. It was like, oh, he's just probably got low sugar or something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like everything was blamed on low sugar, right? Oh, he's just got sugar in his blood. That's all. He's got bad sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
But so we didn't know because he was he would just disappear. He would get mad at you. I remember one time he borrowed my Martin DVDs. I had a bunch of stand-up specials from Martin Lawrence.
You so crazy.
Yep. He borrowed them all, and then I didn't see him for 3 years. So I called him. I was like, hey, what's up, bro? I just wanted to get those. He goes, fuck you, white devil, and hung up. And then I never saw him again or heard from him for 5 years. But that's how he was. That's how he was. Mm-hmm. He was just I'm not going to say crazy, but he was emotional. And then I think he was bipolar. So when we saw each other again, it was like nothing ever happened, and then he died a week later. So
that's accepted crazy.
That is.
Bipolar is accepted. My wife is bipolar and a Gemini. right? So she's got it double bad. And she's dyslexic. You know what I mean? So one time she wrote a note and it was like, I'm working on my range. I'm like, did she mean anger or I don't know. Either way, I got to get rid of this other woman.
I feel like the two Geminis would cancel each other out. Like, I mean, not the Geminis and the bipolar. Crazy. It's like they would cancel each other out, right?
I that's what I thought as a teen. And that's not the case at all. I'm stuck with her.
She's still crazy. All these years later.
She's insanely crazy.
So you told me you prepared notes. All right, now, how big of a I see your Kobe jersey. That's badass. I see you got. I'm trying to look at the books you have. A book on slavery, a book on a book on pimping. And what's the one in between slavery and pimping? There's 2 books there.
This is Stuart Lee book, How I Escaped My Creative Fate.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. How I Escaped My Certain Fate.
Okay.
The Miseducation of the Negro. That's the 2 books you see in between there. And at the very bottom is a Martin Luther King book called Strength to Love.
Okay. I've never read that one. I did read the
only book I've read is this pimp book.
That's
the only book I've read.
Is that why you're wearing your shirt like that?
Nah, I'm just at home relaxed.
Are you wearing a button up? Is that what kind of sweater is that, bro?
It's a cardigan. It's just a cardigan.
There's so much for me to unwrap slowly. I'm
slow. Poor man Cosby.
I
gotta drug you with Tylenol PM. I gotta drug you with over the counter shit. All my shit over the counter. My comedy specials taped on a handy cam. My whole shit.
Just pumping them full of baby aspirins.
Yeah.
This bitch is gonna go night night eventually.
To my Cosby kids. I'm poor man Cosby. I wanted to dress it up, man. Every time I do these, I just got a plain wall. So I was like, well, let me just try to create some type of ambiance. I didn't have time to go to the store, get like a purple light. You know, just try to.
Don't be fucking hating on my lights, bro. Don't be mad.
Make it look good.
Don't be mad because I built a set.
No, my set is halfway done for the show you recommended.
I'm excited that you're doing that. I'm excited you're moving forward. I know the peeps are going to be excited to see it too.
I'm trying to get it situated. So,
what is the show going to be about? Have you decided?
It's going to be me just, rambling about news and sports. And then I'm going to bring my wife in and we're going to update people on our relationship.
On sex? You going to try to pick up women this way? Or is this going to be a tool for you guys to get a new female introduced into the room?
I'm actually over that part. That was the phase that I'll tell you what it is. My wife is slimming down and I see the potential she can look. And I'm like, all right, well, this is something to hold on to. I kind of don't feel like, you know what I mean? Let me just have you just completely to me and until you get big again. And then we'll open up Pandora's box once more.
We'll revisit. Let's put a pin in this.
Okay.
And then we'll come back to it if you get big.
For right now, you look like I should be faithful to you.
Now, we just did somebody called you a jerk. Westling says you should be a part of BiffNet. So Westling is trying to get me to start this Barry is Funny network where I bring in funny people and their shows and just make it like a whole network of podcasts and shows and just do it under the umbrella of Barry is Funny. Like
ATC, almost like All Things Comedy.
Yes, like that, where we have all these different shows that you can come and... and the more comedians that he wants to add to it, the more I'm like, it would be pretty good. No, it would just be too much work. It would be a lot of work. Yeah, man, it would be so much work, but I don't know, man. That would be a pretty dope lineup. If we started a morning show, let's say it was Westling in the morning, and then Owen Dunn, and then who else was going to be? Oh, Liba Shock, and then you, and then me, and then somebody else. That might be a pretty strong week, daily lineup,
that would
actually.
Be.
That could be competitive with some radio stations. Would you do something like that? Would you do like a daily show, or are you just going to do something weekly?
I do something daily. I mean, I need help knowing how to prep for shit. That is, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know the proper way to show prep.
Right.
Other than show up and, hey, Trey, this is all I get. Just be yourself. And be ready, and that's it. That's all I get. And it's normally in that type of white voice.
Just be yourself.
Most people add an extra falsetto when they're giving me instructions. That's the only.
Did I do that?
Yeah. You texted to me, but I read it as, hey man, hey, just come
buddy.
prepared, be ready.
So just be yourself.
You'll be good.
I just need you to be funny.
You're fine. Hey.
That's funny. You're doing a good job. You paid attention. No, look, dude, show prep isn't all that difficult. It's just about sitting down to do it. You have to treat it like a job. Like that was the one adjustment that I had to make in radio was I had to be serious about being prepared. Because the worst that you could do is get on a topic that you don't know shit about and try to pretend like you know something about it. You're better off just saying, look, I haven't read anything or I don't know, but I'm going to assume this, and this, and my opinion is based on that.
That is
making shit up.
I jump in it and I make points, but you like, he is so wrong. I'm going to be wrong. Please know my number, everything going to be off. But you're going to be like, I don't know why. I just feel what he said.
I agree with it, how wrong he is. I feel the wrongness. I like it.
Yeah, you like
you're embracing it.
You gonna fact check me and be like, why did I ever even?
Wait, Satchel Paige wasn't even in the Negro Leagues.
He was completely in the Negro Leagues. I do know that part. He ain't got nothing else. I'm pretty sure he did Carson. He did some other stuff. Is what I'm saying.
He did Carson.
All they do is Negro League it up.
That is a fact. Now you told me you prep. By the way, how's the cigar? You look like you're holding your own there.
Man, I told you this is my second favorite thing. My wife has got me in a cigar club. We're about to get ready to move soon, so everything's gonna be. This is all my show gonna be. It's just me smoking a cigar
and talking shit.
Yeah.
Now, do you prep what you're gonna say when because you do stuff on your Instagram and stuff like that? Do you sit down and write that stuff, or do you just?
None of that stuff is prep. But
Okay.
I found out you have to learn what makes you function well. Mm-hmm. And I am a very emotion based. And when it's live, it's like get to the point. I operate better like that versus if I write it all out, I get very stuck on wanting to say all of the points rather than just riding off to the emotion of it.
Yeah.
So I might need to just bullet point things.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Well, you don't like when you write for a stage, you don't sit down and write out the whole joke.
I used to.
See,
I used to be very verbatim.
I do that, but some people don't. Some people operate better like Bryson. Bryson is very much a bullet point guy. He's like, all right, I'm going to talk about going to the mechanic. This is the punchline. Yeah. This is 2 tags. This is what I have to say. But all the words around it is different every time. And that's amazing to me. You're like that now, aren't you?
Yeah, I got to that point. It feels better because I just like the fun. Especially, I like how Bryson does. Bryce is one of my favorites because Bryce will whisper 2 tags. He'll be like, "Okay, goddamn, there you go, right there, bro. There he is, my G." Like he'll just whisper the shit under his breath.
When he
come in here, oh damn, we had the big shit. Like he'll just like, I love that stuff.
His
Keisha
the Teacher bit. The one time I saw him do it, he hasn't done it a lot since, but he did this Keisha the Teacher bit, and he does act out so well. That's what I love about Bryson is he says he's like I just come out and I stand there, but Bryson is king of the act outs, and because believe it or not, and he'll tell you this, ask him about Touche Jackson, who we just talked about, my foster brother that passed away. But Touche used to get on him all the time.
It's
Bryson.
all in the act out.
It's all in the act out.
That's Touche's line.
That is Touche's line. And so that's what Bryson said helped him. And Bryson and I were talking about that. And that's what made me want to add act outs was getting that knowledge passed down from Touche. So Bryson claims he's not. Are you do you purposely plan an act out or do you just whatever comes to you on stage, that's what you do?
I'm getting to the point where it's just however I feel it. Like I like that the tags have been different every time on stage. I've been doing as for when we was able to go back before they locked it down again. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay. I was tagging it differently every time. It was like, I'm gonna make a tag specifically for this audience. It's not gonna be exactly how I wrote it. How do y'all feel about this?
That's interesting.
The joke is funny. I'm gonna make the joke. The premise of it is funny, but how do y'all like? I'm gonna try to figure out a way to dig into the emotion of
where you're at that moment.
Yeah,
That's
and
interesting.
Tag it that way.
Do you not worry that you're leaving
require me to backpedal?
Are you not worried about you leaving some meat on the bone? And what I mean by that is if you have a tag that kills one night and you never use that tag again, you might be wasting some laughs there, man. You might be leaving. I mean, if it was such a good line,
it'll be another energy.
Really?
Like that energy, you'll find that energy for what I'm just in recently of doing it. The energy for that crowd, the response from the joke, or let me know if I should maybe do that tag again, or just in the moment. I'm just feeling in the moment of it.
Interesting, man. I'm so much a scripted comedian. Like I wrote, but I look at I'm like Huggins in a way. But that's how I learned. Was like guys like Huggins and Billy D and John Wessling, and these are the cast that taught me how to write jokes the right way. And so,
go ahead.
And I would just but I would write the joke and I would trim it down and I would get rid of all the words, and how I ended up, however I settled on the joke once it worked is how I did. And of course I would tweak it and fix it. But if you see me do a joke one way, unless I added a tag to it, that's the way I do that joke because I know it's going to work no matter what. That goal flying by the seat of your pants shit scares the shit out of me.
Well, no, it's more of like, see, I'm just seeing it like this. If I'm taping something, it's all of the best. It's the best of. If you're taping for something, it's the best of. What got the best reaction? All right, let's do that. But just a live show, I don't want to get too much into it, but you just trick it in the crowd. Because you can do the same, like Ali does that. He'll do the same thing and he'll do it differently. And people will feel like they haven't heard the same joke.
It's beautiful.
It's just learning shit like that.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. And that's, who was I talking to? I think I was talking to Bryson, as a matter of fact, because I had him on the show recently, and he talked about the fact, I asked him who was some of his favorite comics in town, and he mentioned you pretty early on.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And he talked about the fact that you kind of slid under that Ali umbrella, where Ali's kind of been helping you learn the business and learn some things, and that's a huge thing, man. I always tell these young comedians, I'm like, man, the best thing that can happen to you as a comic is you get a good mentor. Somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. I was blessed to have 4 really good mentors. Yeah. But the best thing, and so when you get an Ali Sadiq that will offer you advice, that puts you on a path and a trajectory so much higher and better than so many other comics that don't have that luxury. That's a big thing, man.
Yeah.
Why are you wasting it?
He's helpful. So are you avoiding this debate?
No, what do you want to debate? We're gonna talk about them necklaces? What are we debating? Why you wore your wife's necklaces? Or what are we
man? I'm in the jewelry now.
Is that a choker?
I got more stuff coming in. No, these are
that looks like a choker.
What are these called? My brother gifted these to me. When I got the headline in El Paso, he came out.
Oh, that's dope.
That was when I was first starting to do new stuff, switch it up. He was just like, I'm proud of you. And I just, went back to the room and he was like, here you go, buddy.
That's dope.
That was cool or whatever.
That is cool.
I got some more pieces
what do you get? What are you getting? 4-finger ring? You bringing a 4-finger ring back?
No rings. I ain't no ring dude. But really just neck pieces and earrings and bracelets and watches and stuff like that. I'm in the Depends on the piece.
About a bracelet.
Yeah.
Really?
I get an anklet too. I get a toe ring. Don't hey Bear, I get a toe ring.
Bro. You better not.
I get a 14-karat toe ring.
You wear a bracelet and a toe ring, but you won't walk a 4-finger ring like from Do the Right Thing, where he's like
the
peace.
Love hate. I'm not doing that.
Love and hate. That's what it was.
Get piss and poop put on my. I'm not doing it, Barry. No.
Dude, piss and poop would be perfect.
Piss and poop. No,
yes.
Man, I would pass on that.
Man,
piss and poop
Satchel and Paige. Like
Satchel and Paige.
Let's talk about baseball. No. Now you did research. You did. Let's go. Let's talk about this.
So here's my thing.
You're not scaring me.
I feel like Ben Roethlisberger is one of the top 5 quarterbacks of his era/generation.
Okay.
I feel like he's one of the dudes that gets snubbed heavily. Anytime I bring up this discussion, for some reason, for some crazy reason.
Now, do you have him fifth?
I would put him fifth. I would go Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay.
And a lot of people try to sub out Phillip Rivers and Eli for Ben, which I don't agree.
I
know what I mean?
I hate to tell you this because I know you want me to argue with you.
But you agree with me.
I do agree with you.
Yeah.
That when you look at the era that he played in, he's always been a top 5 QB.
It's also the stats. I argue always again because people always bring up Eli because Eli had those great playoff runs. But I just don't I feel like that was more defense driven. That he had very solid defense that was able to hold off the other teams to give him some of them spectacular opportunities. Although he has like more passing yards, like 1,000 more passing yards. Granted, Ben only played like one game last year because he got hurt, but he has about 1,000 plus more yards career-wise than Ben. But and he has 3 more touchdowns career-wise than Ben. But Eli he got 3 seasons where he had like 20 plus interceptions thrown. Ben only had 1 season where he threw 20 or more interceptions.
I mean, and I'm not Team Eli on this, but if I was, my argument would be Big Ben also had that 2-headed monster.
Oh, that's what we're going to go with?
Yeah. Well, really more than that. I mean, when you look at the weapons that he had in the receiving core, plus Le'Veon Bell running the football.
Who? Wait, no, you go with Le'Veon. No, let's go all the way back. We're going to go with Antoine Randall. That, oh boy, that quarterback turned receiver.
You didn't know what he was going to do? You didn't know?
Fact, I would argue that Ben, he played with the most quarterbacks turned receivers. He played with guys that had to learn a new position at the pro level. Antoine Randall, Hines Ward.
Yeah.
I mean, the list probably ends there, but probably ends there. But
that's what made him better is he knew that any moment he could lose his job to Antoine Randall. That's what made Big Ben. Is he was like, I better.
Ben was always secure. Keep in mind, Tommy Maddox, whose nickname was Turnover Tommy Maddox, there was never a quarterback controversy in Pittsburgh.
Are you a Steelers fan? Is that why you're so adamant about proclaiming Ben Roethlisberger one of the greatest quarterbacks of his era?
As far as what?
Are you a Steelers fan?
No, my mom's a Steelers fan. My mom's a diehard Steelers fan. But no, I'm not a Steelers. No. I think I might have told you this. I became a Dolphins fan because it pissed off people from Texas.
That does not shock me in the least.
They didn't get it. Are you from Miami? No. What the hell is wrong with you then? They just was confused. I was like, I didn't have a team. I grew up in the 90s. By the time I had consciousness, the Oilers was in Tennessee. You know, where there's no oil.
So you chose Miami.
I don't even understand why they didn't go as the Rednecks or the Hillbills or
the Tennessee Hillbills. You got the Buffalo Bills and then you got the Hillbills.
They could have.
I like it.
They would have lost 6 straight Super Bowls.
Just a banjo on the side. Yeah. They don't even have helmets. It's just hoods. It's just 2 eye holes. I don't know why the whole team has a concussion because y'all are out there playing with sheets on, man. Nobody can see. They don't need it. You can't knock out teeth if they ain't there. Come on, man.
Oh, man, I'm missing some more gum.
He knocked out my gum.
Yeah.
Wait, you have questions in the chat. People have serious questions for you, Trey. Somebody wants to know if, as part of your jewelry, do you plan on getting a belly ring?
A belly ring?
Yeah, are you gonna get a belly ring?
No, I can't do that. I'm 100% with the LGBT community.
But
if I got a belly ring, that'd be like when white people was wearing, African gar to show that they was on our side. Wearing kente cloths and shit. Like, what are you? Which I do believe that is a cry for help.
Oh,
that is white people like, we are on y'all. What do we have to do to let you know we're the good ones? And then you just show up dressed as how we was when you bought us. I was like, I don't think that's the route to go. But I know you're trying.
Would it shock you if I told you I had an African medallion in high school?
No, it wouldn't shock me. You got a lot of Jordans.
That's why you think I would, because I have a lot of.
Day.
I had that was
modern day medallion.
Listen, when I was in the middle of being immersed in hip hop culture, I had cross colors, and part of that, like they had like back in the day, it was cool to have shirts with like different people, like full size, not like you would see it. You know, somebody dies. At a funeral, people would get a shirt made with their face on it.
Airbrush.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had several thug friends not make it.
So you know
that
what I'm
is
talking
the
about.
worst. I get sick of them stunting on Instagram with no life insurance. You're like, hey, bro, we don't feel like putting together this barbecue benefit.
Please just stay home.
We should be able to bury you on the block you got shot on. Like if you don't have life insurance, you know how they got them frosted bikes or they got them drunk driving cross. We should be able to just bury the dude right there.
Put a cross, hang a red blue bandana on it and be done with it.
Whatever he was into. Yes.
Oh my God, dude.
Tie the bandana on there.
Done.
Yeah, bro, he didn't have it. You still holding down the block.
till the day you come back. I don't know. Yeah. Thug Jesus. I had a shirt. Oh, this is ties it all together. This is an interesting story. I had a shirt with Martin Luther King on it.
Martin Luther.
It wasn't airbrushed. Yes, no. Nobody has a Martin Luther King Sr. shirt. Or the third. That I really feel bad. Like Martin Luther King, like his younger brother was like Cooper Manning. It's like, what have you done, bro? Could you imagine?
Nobody has Martin Luther King Sr. merch.
Nobody. Alan Adams has a great joke about Martin Luther King. He goes, you don't have to say Junior anymore. We know what you're talking about. No one's ever referenced Martin Luther King Sr. Never.
Yeah. He didn't do it enough.
But I had a Martin Luther King Jr. shirt, and then I had a Malcolm X shirt. I had read Malcolm X's biography, and I respected him as a person. Oh, it was weird. And then I had an African medallion, just because all my friends had African medallions. That's how you dressed back in 91 and 90.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, I was smoking a cigar.
Interesting.
At Kokomo's. It was a club back in the day. It was like, I don't know. It was like Coco Loco or Teen Town 2000 or some shit like that. It was just I was the only white guy in the club.
Obviously.
And I'm sitting there smoking a cigar, right? And I got my Malcolm X shirt on. Ooh. Just chilling. Nobody ever fucked with me. Like, I never got messed with. Everybody was cool, right? And there's this dude standing next to me. There would be a lot of neighborhood on neighborhood violence, we'll say, at Kokomo's.
Okay.
People from Carverdale would fight people from Acres Homes and vice versa. There might be a little shooting every now and then. That's just what we did.
That's that side of town.
But I'm standing there smoking this cigar at the edge of the dance floor, and this dude is standing there next to me, and he's smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
And he looks over at me and he goes, "Hey man, put that cigar out. It's bothering me." As he's smoking, now I know immediately what this is. I'm being checked. I know. I'm not a fool. This isn't my first day around black people. I know what's happening right now. I'm being checked. And so I just looked at it, and he's a big dude. I was like, "Hey man, you're smoking a cigar too, so it's bothering me." Kind of let him know. Response? Yeah, I wasn't good at this. Okay. So as I and I thought I was cool, and I was like, "Well, you're smoking too, and it's bothering me." And as I did that, he slapped
your cigar at your mouth.
Like a bitch. I mean, just slapped the shit out of me. My cigar flew across the dance floor, and it hurt. It felt like fire. Like I was just like, I was dizzy. I was like, oh, Lord Jesus, I can't see right. I'm getting dizzy. And then the next thing I know is Touche saw it and like a wrestler comes off of a speaker like it was the top rope and just boop. Listen, I know him as Dante. Y'all know him as Touche. Dante loved it. He was good at fighting too. He loved to fight. Just off the top rope with the speaker, punched that dude in the face. Big brawl ensued. And never once did I fight anybody. I just
I'm jealous,
man.
of
That
any
shit was crazy.
man that can fight.
Yeah, I'm not a good fighter. I mean, I trained Muay Thai a little bit as an adult, but I wasn't a great fighter as a kid. I only got in 2 fights in high school. One of them was because one of the white kids in my neighborhood was calling one of my friends who was black the N-word, and my friend didn't care, and it bothered me.
Up.
And so, yeah, he was like, whatever, man. This dude, he's 24, he lives with his mom, so I beat him up instead.
You want to know the hardest thing for me? This is true, Barry.
Okay.
I hate being a short adult man.
Okay.
I loved being a short kid because there was so much hope attached. When you a short kid, you like, hey, 2 years from now, I might not be this size. But at 28, you're like, I know 2 years from now how tall I'll be. I don't even have to think about it. I know exactly the height I'm going to be. I have not adjusted well. My whole life, I thought I was 5'5", and then I got around real 5'5" people, and I was like, oh, I'm shorter.
How tall are you?
I'm probably 5'2".
No.
And it's the worst realization ever.
Damn.
Is realizing you're shorter than the short you thought you was. When you like, oh, I'm smaller than the original small.
Is it worse? Do you think it would be easier if you weren't black? Is that like a stigma or a stereotype? Like you got to be normal size? I don't mean normal size. I didn't mean to disrespect you.
No, you mean
normal.
normal.
Your size.
Average height? Is that what you mean?
Do you think that
it's not a race thing?
No.
There's no. It's just a human thing. Like there's nothing worse than. I'm closer to suicide once I realized. I was like, oh, I'm never gonna grow, and I'm smaller than what I thought I was. Why keep living?
Somebody wants to know: do you shop in the boys department?
I used to buy 18 Husky everything.
Really?
And but you know, you wash it one time, and then I used to buy my suits out of there when I would wear suits, because it would look tailor made. They'd be like, "Damn, did you got it?" I'm like, "No, I don't have a guy, but you know, it would just be fit right." No, I don't shop out of the kids department. For my dignity, I go over to the men's. I'll get the shit hemmed up just because it's from the men's department.
What size shirt do you wear? Small?
I wear smalls now because I found women like tight shirts.
You normally would wear a medium?
I would normally wear a medium, but then women were like, no, look, I found like, oh, it does look. Metrosexual is always the best route to go.
Is it? For the women?
If you're trying to, yeah.
Okay.
Because it tricks them. It makes them think you kind of sensitive.
We know that's not the case.
Dudes. You know them big muscular dudes with tight shirts on, aggressive as hell, screaming at their windshield over everything.
Yes. Now, what other sports did you have? You okay? We agreed. We can't argue about Ben Roethlisberger, but you want to argue. I can tell if you start hour 2 of a show with a white dude bringing up Satchel Paige. You are looking for a fight.
I painted you in a tight corner.
You did.
That's all that was. You was like, well, I can't really say the league under this climate. Under this.
I said it once because I had to. I was forced into it.
We need sports to come back. Everybody's angry because we don't have live shit to root against. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. So we start looking at each other. I mean, granted, all the stuff that's happening is horrific. But if you could argue like LeBron versus KD live, like actual stats is happening.
Yes.
Nigga don't hurt as bad. You know what I mean? Like you just like I got these LeBron points to get off. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. It was like
you're so stupid.
Hashtag. You took away sports, the movement got stronger. Watch when football come back. There'll be I'm not. I hate to say it, but I know how my people are wired. I just know how we are.
That's the funniest shit
The
ever,
sports
dude.
come back, you're gonna be like, damn, everybody's getting along. Cause you don't see this white dude as a colonizer. You just see him as a Nets fan. You like, fuck you.
Fuck you, you Nets fan? What? You said the N-word. You said the N-word. New Englander. What? Call me a patriot, bro. I was so offended.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to bring this up.
Okay.
I'm kind of upset that Cam Newton went to the Patriots
Why?
because I wished it would have been Colin Kaepernick.
Ooh.
Just the irony of
my
him kneeling
God.
in a Patriots uniform.
In Boston, one of the most racist cities in America.
Boston, where they took a shit in Bill Russell's bed after he won a championship. They rooted for him all year long, and then he won it. They was like, season's over. You still a nigga. And they shit in his bed. God. Oh.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, my grandfather defends all his favorite NBA season is the 1962 NBA season.
Okay.
Will Chamberlain averages 50 points and 25 rebounds. Oscar Robertson averages the triple-double. Rick Barry finished second in scoring with like 36.1.
All this shit.
It was like all of this crazy stuff that happened. That's the year Wilt scored 100 on March 2nd. And my grandfather is just, he defends that era of basketball, but he also knows about the stuff that happened. You know, they took a shit in his bed, they spray painted the N-word all over his house and all this different stuff. And he just showed up and kept winning championships, which is why when you hear Westbrook mad about a game in Utah, it's like, nigga, they didn't shit in your bed. Like, I mean, like, I understand you shouldn't get called that now, but imagine white people shit, which y'all don't have good diets. So that's a very
sloppy. You know it was sloppy.
A racist shit smells worse than a liberal shit. Somebody that's on your side.
Bro, have you ever smelled a vegan shit, though? Man.
It's not as toxic as somebody that has hate in their heart. That has to
it goes through the shit. Now you say when they shit, it's kind of hate in it. It's shape, bro. There's like they shit hated in the bed. Oh, that's so funny, dude.
It smells so bad it makes you say the N-word when you smell it. You can be the most clean, but you're like, nigga, you smell that? God damn, what the?
Oh my God, dude! I love the idea of Cap to the Patriots, though. That's brilliant.
I would have loved. First of all, that would have sealed up everything. The NFL would have been back on everybody's side.
Yep.
But also, I love controversy. I just love seeing people angry and they don't, even when they don't really even know why. Just
they just know they're supposed to be mad. They don't know why though.
They don't know why. They're like, something about this ain't right. Just him with that number 7 in the just kneeling with that big fro.
And the Patriots uniform.
And we
the
got
red,
Cam, which is fine.
You think he's gonna help? Do you think he makes the Patriots better?
No.
Do they win the division again with him?
9-7.
Really?
If we get a full season, 9-7.
Okay.
It's not that I don't.
Who do you think wins that division if they don't? Buffalo.
Okay. And I'm a like I say, I'm a casual Dolphins fan.
They're not winning anything.
They've had some things that happened that I just I don't know what to root for. This is the hardest time to be black. So much shit getting boycotted every day.
Wait, no. Let's put a pause. Let's put a pin in that and come back.
No. I know the Jim Crow.
We can just start from the 60s and work backwards. This is the hardest time to be black.
Let me tell you why. Because then there were places you knew you cannot go to this place.
Okay.
No, bro, because they not allowing us. Now you got the freedom to go everywhere, but you still don't know where it is you should and should not go.
Okay.
Like if I'm starving, like in the 60s, if I'm starving, I would get a green book and be like, all right, 20 miles until my restaurant.
A green book?
And you just, you know, like they would have, like they had it for hotels, but I'm just.
Gotcha.
You would drive, basically, this is a place where they allow, but now I go to Chick-fil-A. I didn't order it. You know what it's like to have to take your card back? I'm at fucking Wendy's and they like, yeah, you total $7.80. I'm like, you know what? I can't even be here, and I'm so goddamn hungry, but I can't. For the culture, I can't be here.
So you don't Chick-fil-A it, huh?
I don't know what to eat.
Man.
I've been eating soup and just tea. I'm just in the house. I don't know where to go. Because I mean, it's not like they got a woke inspector. We don't have a woke inspector.
Right.
Ain't nobody roaming around being like, I seen 3 brothers in Nassau Bay.
Let me ask you. I was going to bring this up in hour 1 and I didn't get to it. But I thought I would this would be a good conversation for you. I'm just making sure we have enough time. It's 3:47. Of
course you have enough.
So, there is the talk that, and they were talking about this morning. What's the one that Shannon Sharp does with Skip Bayless? Whatever it is.
Undisputed.
Yeah. You a big fan of that show?
I can't watch it anymore. I can't. It's hard, man.
Why?
Because once I realized it was a debate show, because I didn't know at first. You young, you just like, damn, there's some good points that's being made. But then when I realized it was a debate show, I was like, well, I'd just rather go to my barbershop.
Right?
At least somebody might get shot. Ain't nobody getting shot on Fox 1 or ESPN. But at the barbershop,
man,
you fuck around and get stabbed if your facts ain't on point. Whole different type of cut right there.
You get cut. And it might be your barber midway through, just right in the middle of an edge up. Just slice your fucking throat.
I've had somebody stop cutting my hair. For debate. This was back when I would just debate Kobe over everybody.
You didn't give a fuck, huh?
And they was brought up the Kobe Jordan situation. And I had said, I was like, look, bro, it's always Kobe over Jordan because Mike didn't win an Oscar for Space Jam. And he goes, get your black ass out this chair. I was like, bro, but I'm halfway. Get out. I had half a haircut. I had to go to a barbershop where they was rooting for Kobe.
You had to find a Kobe barbershop. Okay, so there was a discussion because funny you mentioned that. I was at the barbershop today. I go to Current Cuts off of 59 and Tidwell. J-Ro. He's the barber to the star athletes in the city of Houston.
You go to a black barbershop?
Yeah. Come on, man.
I didn't ever think that.
Yeah.
Because y'all can go anywhere. Sports Clips is for y'all.
No,
they don't even have
Sports Clips.
They don't even have Haitians in those commercials. Nigga, that is. They don't
even have Mormons. They're like, nope. They were just going straight wasp. That's it.
Yeah, that shit is privilege cuts.
So no, I was at the barbershop and I was watching Undisputed and they started talking about kneeling, and one of the things they talked about was the fact that it's going to get to the point where it's almost like everyone is going to be expected to kneel. Like before,
you look like the asshole standing.
If you don't, like before, if you knelt, it was, oh, you shouldn't be kneeling, and so it wasn't a big deal. But now the whole landscape of sports and activism has changed. So now
it took white people 4 years to understand what the fuck.
But now the expectation is there's going to be kneeling across the 3 major sports for sure: basketball, baseball, and football during the national anthem. And then the question becomes, if you don't kneel, will you be judged too harshly and too differently because you didn't kneel? Like, are people going to get a bad rap because they didn't kneel?
Yeah.
So here's my question, and that's part 1.
Okay.
Is it fair to judge them? Because I would ask you this. Let's say that you were asked to make a hand gesture during the national anthem for something that maybe you were apathetic to. Like, let's just say, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. Let's say,
well, we don't need an example.
Okay, so let's just say, and I'm trying to, because any calls I give out, they're going to be like, oh, you don't believe in us? Fuck,
yeah,
no,
because
exactly. I'll be canceled. But let's say that there's a cause that maybe you're apathetic to. It's not that you disagree with the cause, but you're not I don't care if gay dudes get married, but I don't go and march
against it.
Or for it.
Yeah.
Look, if it comes to vote, I'm gonna vote for whoever votes for gay marriage to be legal, but I'm not actively like, okay, so there's a perfect one. If I was asked to, raise my hands in solidarity for gay rights, I may or may not do it. It doesn't mean that I'm an asshole. It doesn't mean that I don't support it. It's just not at the I have my own causes that I'm passionate about.
Here's what I think.
So is it okay to not kneel? Because there's some people that maybe do shit when you're not looking.
Up to a certain game. I think this is what I feel. Because it can get one of them things where, like, first of all, this is I'm just gonna be straight up.
Okay.
There is not enough white people can do. It's mainly white people. Nobody is. If a black dude is just like, bro, because we know how we are. Bro, I'm not in the mood for that shit. I just want to hoop. I get it. Y'all, do I have to really? I'm black. Do I gotta really be this outspoken to let you know I'm down with the struggle? Everybody cry different, my nigga. You go to a funeral, everybody ain't sobbing. Mm-hmm. Some people is hurt internally. So don't just make it all be, this is the way. You have to go this route for the outcry. Like be supportive, but I don't have to do it in this one way.
Because there might be soldiers, right? And that's been in the case in the past. There might be guys that served or their family served or their, generations of soldiers who don't necessarily agree with kneeling during the national anthem, but support their black brothers and sisters when it comes to everything else.
Do you know the only thing weird about that?
What?
Is that Kaepernick actually asked the guy in the military, what is the proper way to do?
And he told him to kneel.
And he told him kneel because in the military, it's the most honorable thing you can do is to kneel. Yeah. So it is weird when you find people in the military that go the flag route.
Yeah, you're right. But what I'm saying is, there might, for that reason, maybe they don't do it because it's their way of showing respect to the flag. But it's not that they're disrespecting black people. But I think the problem is this, in my opinion. Okay. The problem is the fact that you're going to have a bunch of fake ass people that kneel that don't give a fuck about black people and social justice in this country. They're just doing it so they don't get canceled and so they don't get brought up on internet charges for being.
Great point.
So, but I would rather, what's the saying from Malcolm X? I would rather you be I would rather know you're a devil than pretend you're an angel.
I ain't got that book.
I read it in high school, so I don't remember the quote. But it was, I would rather know where a man stands.
Kneels? I don't know.
No, but he said something about, I'd rather know you're a devil than you pretend to be an angel. And that's where I'm at. Like, just if you don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck. But don't pretend like you do and kneel, and then behind everybody's back, you don't give a shit or you're not sincere about it.
Great point that you made at the Oscars. Just so you know, remember when they had all the people dressed in black for the women's and the men? There was rapists that was wearing black. They had on the black suit fit in. Oh, shit. Amen. Oh, my cases don't get brought up.
Yep. No, that's 100% true.
Can I get that black compromise, please? I just want to make sure I'm...
Yeah, just kidding. Does it have a pocket on the inside for my the pills I use to dope? No, listen, and by the way, that's going to happen. Just so you know.
Yeah.
I won't say who, but I have sources in LA. Comedy scene's about to take a huge hit, bro.
Oh, some more people coming out?
Bro, boy, man, you think it was bad with just the one or two? It's about to be a whole host of people that get brought up on charges.
It could just be we did coke. I love when it was just drugs.
No, man, there's about to be a whole host of comics that get canceled, and rightfully so. If they did what I'm hearing they supposedly did, they earned their cancellation.
I'm waiting on the Elvis cancel. That's what I'm waiting on.
He
married a teenager. Jerry Lee Lewis is fucking with a teenager.
Why not? Right? It's not. You're right.
I'm just saying,
bro.
Don't dig up Michael Jackson. Although
for real, you still listen to Ike, don't you? Ike beat the shit out of Tina, but because it was good music, everybody's like, well, it just became a joke.
Bassist. He's a great. No. I always said this shit. This is gonna come off real fucked up, but he sort of helped her career.
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Those other people
I beat her into stardom. Is that the title of his autobiography?
All I'm gonna say is this: if the women that Louis jerked off in front of was bigger comics than him, if they all ended up being Ellen DeGeneres, we look at Louis different.
No, we would not.
Louis would be on Netflix right now. You cannot hold a person back with your power. You got to even it out. You're like, hey, I'm going to kick your ass, but you're going to sell a lot of albums. You know what I mean?
That's not okay. God damn it, bro. Maybe you shouldn't have a show. You are going to fuck around and get yourself canceled.
Somebody in Kentucky agree with this.
You just got
Kentucky like this Negro's making a lot of points. He still calls us Negroes. Negro. That's what you're supposed to say, right? Negro.
I didn't say the word. I said it like I'm supposed to. That's so funny.
The other one.
This was fun, dude. That flew by again. Another hour in the books, man.
Oh, let me just say this.
Yes.
I honestly think that once the season becomes serious, like once it becomes a matter of basically once it's time for everybody to be professional, like they're in the mode, and it's about winning games. It's about earning the paycheck. It's about a lot of causes it ends up just naturally deflating. Not saying that people still don't care, but it becomes a thing of like, hey, our jobs is on the line. We got to win games, and it's sort of.
So you agree with not playing the season and focusing on the social issues that this country faces?
You could do both. As a matter of
because I say, listen, you're going to have no better moment with more cameras and more writers around you taking notes and publishing your message than you would in season. Because look, Kyrie Irving and several other players have come out and said, we don't want to play. We don't want to lose sight of Black Lives Matter and the movement and the social injustice in this country. And playing would be a distraction. And I've said from the beginning.
And they under heat. I'm off everything, by the way. I'm deleted all my apps. They fire right now.
But see, what I'm saying is, if you play,
also,
you've got cameras and reporters. That's true.
So, I mean.
You can't fuck with them.
The fuck, dog? I mean, like, I feel you, but I'm not rolling with you. You think you can walk off? You think you can walk off of Australia? And I don't even fucking know. Like, you think you could just walk off of Asia and that's it? Like, this is, no. I mean,
and we're supposed to rally behind you? And you want to start a league?
Yeah. There's no bigger platform.
He wanted to start a basketball league, but all the balls would just be flat. There would be no way.
It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work. Dude, Trey Tuckson, how can people follow you? I'm sure you made more fans like you did last time because you killed it today,
Trey
homie.
Tuckson on everything. I'm going to start the thing.
I thought you killed it all, though, huh? Look, I got you.
It is killed, but you can still follow it.
Okay. Where's the show? Tell them about the show. If people want to start watching you.
So, all this ridiculous stuff that, Barry was, I was putting him in that white corner.
Yeah.
Which is the most hilarious. We see a white dude's shoulders go up and he starts stammering. I love and his water's gone.
40 minutes I'm drinking. Every time you would say something, every time you'd use the N-word, I would just look down and drink.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Pretty much stuff like that. While Ike Turner was a great husband, terrible human being, great husband.
No, great career manager.
Great career manager.
Terrible husband.
But stuff like that, I'll be talking about stuff like that. I'll answer questions, obviously.
And where's this gonna be at? Is it gonna be on your YouTube channel?
I'm gonna it's gonna all go through YouTube.
Okay, and what's the YouTube channel called? Trey Tutson?
Everything's Trey Tuckson.
Look, people are saying put you on BiffNet. BiffNet's not a thing yet, y'all. I got too much shit to do.
The hell is BiffNet?
We talked about that. John Westling wants me to do a Barry is Funny network.
Oh!
He wants to call it BiffNet. The Barry is Funny network.
You have to do it, Barry. You ain't got nothing but time on your hands. Listen, bro, I've been fired before, so I don't even try this shit.
This
I know I'm
interview is over. Get your ass out of here. Kiss my ass, Trey. Look. I don't know, man.
Before.
Fuck y'all. Fuck all y'all in the chat and on the chat and on this show.
You a real adult, though. You a real adult. You've been fired with no kids. You ain't even got no shit to explain to. When my dad got fired, that was a discussion. But he waited till the lights was off. All right, let me explain to y'all. You're like, mother, you gotta say something before this.
No, what happened was that was 6 weeks ago. Oh man. All right, so Trey Tutson on YouTube is where they can find you. That's simple.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Tre Tutson. You killed it, homie. Thank you so much for
Thanks
filling in.
again.
I appreciate you.
Never read Pimp?
I'm gonna read it now. What's it about? I'm gonna read it.
It's about fixing your marriage.
Is it? Look, really?
No, it's just about a pimp named Iceberg Slim.
Oh, is that the book about Iceberg Slim? Okay.
Yeah, it's
I haven't read it. But I heard that is a really good book. All right, you guys, we got to get out of here. It's 4:02. I'm way past. That's Tre Tutson, everybody.
Thanks, Barry.
Appreciate
This
you,
was
homie.
fun, as
Yeah,
always.
man. Thank you so much for doing it. That was a blast. That is Tre Tutson. I'm trying to get out of the screen here, and oh Lord, that didn't work well at all. Let me get over here to this front camera and this. Okay, listen. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed Tre Tutson. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have a small penis, don't worry about it. There's still hope for us. Go back and look at the graphics. Y'all. Hey, go tell a friend if you're having a good time with this show. If you're enjoying what you're seeing. If you want to support the show, go join Patreon. Go grab a friend. Go tell them to subscribe and watch the show on occasion. And we're going to grow this thing together. And maybe if I can get enough people, if I can get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, we can start BiffNet and we can add Trey and Wesley and Owen Dunn and Mike Liebeshop and have this whole thing rocking and rolling. But man, I love you guys so much. You know that. You guys be safe. Wear your mask. Most importantly, love each other. See y'all tomorrow. Daddy's making a YouTube video.